Hey y'all, it's Revtommy2tone.
Rick the Village Chilidiot.
Check it out. It's been, what, 6 months since we've done a video together. Let's welcome back Rick the Village Chilidiot to the channel as we carry on through the 2015 reviewing sauces.
Yes.
We got a lot to do.
We do have a lot to do.
Peppers and sauces.
Peppers and sauces.
Duffy's called and said he's sending more peppers, so we'll be bringing some of those culinary delights to you as well throughout 2015. Why do I keep saying 215?
I don't know. Did somebody owe you $215?
No.
Surely not.
Okay. Anyway,
Back to the
what are we bringing to the table for the first review of 2015?
For
together?
the first review of 2015, we are bringing Charlie's Mean Mustard Habanero.
Now that's our local Florida Panhandle sauce, isn't it?
It is from Central Square down in Seaside, Florida.
Awesome.
From the Modica Market, and so I found this while we were down there on vacation, and it was between this and the Ghost sauce, and I decided to do the Mean Mustard Habanero because one, it had mustard, and two, well, it has habaneros, and three, it just looks really, really good. Take a look at that bottle for me.
Oh, it's beautiful. Let me ask you this: how are we going to try this sauce today?
Well, I said we do it two different ways. I say we do it the old-fashioned way, and we do it by spoon. And the second, we do it on a ham biscuit because that's just how we do it here in the South. So I think it'd be good on both, and it's got a nice texture to it. It looks like it's great, and I'm just excited to try this one. Went to the
Habanero peppers, mustard, vinegar, garlic, salt, turmeric, paprika, hot.
Hot.
Let's give it a shot.
Let's give it a shot.
All right, here we go.
You know what? Why don't you open this for us, Tom?
I don't have a knife with me.
You know what?
You would? Very good. It's in the other room.
Got one right here for you, brother.
Okay, thank you, sir.
You're welcome, sir.
All right, here we go.
The last time I think I opened one with a knife, I cut the glass.
And I cut one completely, and I knocked the top completely off of one with the glass, so.
Here you go.
Remember?
Yeah, we're one for one.
That was on the road.
That was.
That was probably a good highlight of 2014.
It is.
We reviewed the sauce anyway.
Yes, sir.
Well, I'm going to review it first in a spoon.
Me too.
Smell. Okay, I smell the mustard in it. I smell a little bit of heat. And vinegar.
Okay.
Alright, I'm not going to do a big giant spoon since I'm going to try it on my food and I actually want it to get to burn. What are we trying it on today?
A ham biscuit. That does smell, yeah, I smell the vinegar. I smell the heat.
My first
I smell
impression,
the mustard.
that is a Carolina barbecue sauce with hot in it. With good habanero flavor mixed in and heat. I can taste the sweetness most of all.
Oh, yeah.
It burns out quick.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely habanero heat. It burns out quick.
Ooh.
That's going to be great on the biscuit. That, without, we're having country ham biscuits. I'm telling you right now, that is a Carolina barbecue sauce. That's all it is.
Really
Recipe with habanero peppers. I've made this sauce many times myself, but I call it a barbecue sauce, and I make it for that purpose. But it's good. Now let's go ahead and review the sauce and say that it's good, but that's a barbecue sauce. It's just a hot barbecue sauce. That's all it is.
You know,
I'm using a good bit on there. I'm using it like a barbecue sauce, so I want to taste it.
but down south here in Alabama where we are, we like all kinds of barbecue sauces. And there's mustard sauces, there's tomato-based sauces, vinegar sauces, there's all kinds of sauces. Now granted, this is going out as a Mean Mustard Habanero.
It's good.
Yeah, it doesn't really say that it's a hot sauce, but it does say hot. So we're not, some people may not call it a barbecue sauce, but we do. And it's a good sopping sauce. I like this a lot. It's not so hot that you cannot enjoy it, and you could use a good portion of it if you're a good chili head. It's very flavorful. Yeah, and I liked it. But I'll tell you, if you're ever down in Seaside, you ought to go try and get some of this because it's good stuff. But I like, again, the vinegar. Some vinegar sauces I like, some not so much. But this one, It's a really good sauce.
I'm gonna give it a 3 out of 10 on heat, Rick.
It's not that hot.
I could even go back to a 2 after eating it for a while.
Yeah, 3 is a good one.
It's got an upfront spice.
On flavor, I give it a good 9. I mean, I like this flavor a lot. And there's not a lot in it. It's just simple. It's just a really good recipe. You could use this for a lot of different reasons. Sandwiches, burgers, biscuits, tacos, fish, anything. That stuff. I'm glad I bought it. That's good.
It is good. But I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10 on flavor, and I'll tell you why. Because I'm kind of expecting a hot sauce or a pepper sauce, and what I'm getting is a hot barbecue sauce. Other than that, the flavor is good, but I'm giving it an 8 for that reason. And if they called themselves Hot Carolina Barbecue Sauce, I'd probably give them a 9 out of 10 for sure. But because of what they named themselves.
Mean mustard habanero.
Well, it's a mustard. It's a mustard barbecue sauce, though. They should have just put barbecue in there and let you know. I was expecting more of a hot sauce flavor. Of course, it does have the mustardy flavor without a doubt.
Absolutely.
But let me just tell you, I've tasted some Maker's hot mustard that that they've made that will blow your socks off too.
Absolutely.
Not heat-wise, flavor-wise. As a matter of fact, I'm not going to say who, but there is a company out there. But that's a local company. And they've got a good product, and would I buy it? Yes, indeed. It's an 8 out of 10. I eat 8 out of 10s all the time.
Yeah, they're good.
Mean, everything can't be a 9 or a 10 out of 10. So do I eat? I eat number 7. The sauces I'd give a 7. I eat too.
I do too.
And my most favorite sauce in the whole world, and I know it sounds bad, is a cheap sauce, but it's not a national sauce. But it's a vinegar-based cayenne sauce, and I mean, you know, that right there is more of a mustard-based. And with a little extra vinegar, you can tell, barbecue sauce, really. And it's got all the flavors of a mustard-based barbecue sauce, all the ingredients.
So for us, this would be kind of like a table sauce. For Tom and I.
Oh, yeah.
It's good. It's good for just about anybody. I mean, my daughter, who likes some hot stuff, she would probably like this.
And here's something else I like, too. They kind of recognize that this is a sauce that's going to be used a lot because they did not put a flow reducer on the end of it.
Correct.
So it's very good sauce. That would be great on tacos. I'll tell you what, I think I'd like that on, too, as well, because of the way I like my food. I think it'd be great on chili because I like to put mustard in chili.
I do, too.
And so that would add some extra heat to my chili, or a different heat level. By the way, my chili's hotter than that sauce, but if you add different, I've learned as a pepper connoisseur that if you add different heats, you get different kinds of burn for your chili.
Correct.
So you could put that in with what I normally use in my chili to make it hot, and I'd have 2 different burns. One that'd be good and up front, and one that would even be a longer lasting burn.
I liked it though. I mean, for a good decision, I think it was a great decision. I've been waiting a while to try it. I like it, and again, what Tom says, just because it may get a 5 or a 6 or 7 on heat or even on the flavor, doesn't mean it's not a good sauce. It's a really good sauce.
What I've learned by using Reaper powder is that if you use the right amount, you can make it super hot, but it's edible. Your food is, I mean, not super hot, but hotter. But you can still taste the Reaper, but you get a longer burn.
Yes, you do.
And so what you do, you got to tone the Reaper powder down and even though you put very little in, like a homemade chili batch for your family, they still get the burn, but they don't get the Reaper burn, but they get the length of the burn.
Correct.
And that's something you don't get with a habanero. Habanero just don't burn that long.
No.
And that kind of sauce with that much vinegar. So let me tell you the beauty of the powders I've learned eating chili. That you can set this burn up that's going to last you forever, but if you put a little cayenne in there with it, it burns right up front, so the Reaper powder hits right after that. And a lot of people don't realize this about Reapers, though, but that's what you can tone the heat down where everybody can eat them, but you can also make the burn last longer.
He's right.
And that's the beauty of that pepper to me, besides the flavor.
That's
and
really
Rosie, my wife, who claims not to be a chili head, she says,
she's slowly converting.
Well, she'll eat this Reaper chili and say, it's hot. And she'll say, it's still hot, but it's not burning her head off.
She'll still eat
burning her mouth. Oh yeah, she loves it. But the thing is, you get that long burn. And the other night she said, my lips are burning. And I said, I know, I love that burn. She thinks I'm crazy because I love that burn. She didn't say, I don't love this burn, but I think she's learning that she's starting to feel, I like the way your lips feel when they burn. I just do. I can deal with that better than a front of the throat or a back of the throat burn or, you know.
That sounded so wrong. Alright, I know.
Don't, I mean, you know, you go where your mind wants to. I'm just telling you.
I'm just messing
when I eat a pepper, usually fresh peppers, first thing that they hit is your lips, and your lips get hot.
Or your tongue, but yeah, your
I don't like my tongue. Yeah, they hit your tongue. I don't like my tongue burning, but I don't mind the lip burning.
Yeah.
And so
it's a unique feeling.
It is. It is.
But the different levels of heat is definitely awesome. You know, but with this, you know, I agree. It's not that much on the heat,
it's
but
got,
there's
it's
good
got
flavor.
a good jump up front spice.
Yeah.
It does have a good flavor. I'm not taking away from the flavor.
It's a good mix. I mean, it's a good mix altogether.
Let me just tell you this: an 8 out of 10 is a good score.
Yep.
And your 9 out of 10, of course, is a good score.
It's a good score.
So I would say if you average both, you're getting 8.5 out of 10. So I mean, you can't beat that.
Nope.
That's real. I mean, you can beat it, but
so for my review,
good sauce.
Overall,
I'd use the crap out of it. And if I go to Florida and I'm looking for hot sauce and I saw that, I would definitely buy it up in that end. And I do go to that part of Florida a lot. So might as well say
he'll probably be getting some next time.
I'll probably buy that sauce. There's another one I buy when I'm down there as well, but we're not going to talk about that one this time. We're talking about Charlie's.
Maybe we can do
what's their website?
Their website would be www.modicamarket.com.
Now, I'm not sure if you can order this sauce online. We'll put the link at the end of the description. Remind me to do that, by the way.
I'll remind him.
We will put the link at the end of the description to their website because you could possibly order from them online. I don't know. I would say it would be worth trying to get a bottle because it's probably not that expensive. Shipping might be.
It's not.
You know, that's one of those things. You order 2 or 3 bottles of.
Yeah.
You would use it as a table sauce if you're from the Carolinas. And you use this kind of sauce well, let me just tell you right there is a South Carolina sauce. If you're using this kind of sauce in South Carolina, you probably can get a big giant bottle of something and make it hot pretty easy.
Yeah.
Or they already got hot sauce there for this barbecue sauce. So, you know, but that tastes just like a gourmet Carolina barbecue sauce, South Carolina barbecue sauce with extra vinegar maybe and heat.
Well, you know what?
You can kind of taste the habanero. You get the sweetness of it.
Yeah, it's good. I mean, it's a good pepper to use, absolutely.
And I'll say this, I eat habaneros on a regular basis with my meals. That's probably where I like to take the burn to, and the limit of where I take the burn to on a fresh pepper is a habanero. I don't go any hotter than that. But by the time you eat whatever it is you eat, you can take a bland turkey sandwich. You know, eat something good and healthy. I try to.
Put pepper in that son of a gun?
No, I don't put the pepper in it. I eat the pepper with it.
Woo!
And by the time I'm done, I've got a lip burn, tongue burn. Everything's good and burning. And all of a sudden, sometimes you get this feeling in your chest, but you're eating it with food, so you don't get sick at all. Right. But you get this burnt little heat coming down. You know, it's almost like what they call whiskey chest. That's what I've heard Brad call it.
Brad calls it whiskey.
Well, he's right. It is the whiskey chest. If you've ever drank shots of whiskey, you know for a fact what that burn is. So I get that a little bit too when I eat fresh habaneros, but I like that feeling. I guess that's what makes me a chili head, and probably if I'm ever addicted to anything at all, it's probably going to be heat.
Well,
I love it. I like heat with just about every meal.
You do. Well, I guess.
I like flavor too, though. Gosh, I love the flavors of peppers. You know.
He does.
That's why I use it. The ones that I have the most flavor to me have the most heat. So that's why I burn. But anyway. We've made this video long enough, but welcome back to the channel, brother.
Thank you very much. It's glad to be back, and this was a good first sauce to get off the shelf, and now I can actually use it at my discretion. And again, we will make sure Tom puts a link where you can check out and see if you can get yourself some online. Again, this is Rick the Village Chilidiot.
Revtommy2tone.
That's a fire.
God bless.